Hello and welcome to the Mindset Coach podcast, the show where coaches and coaches-to-be tune in to learn how to integrate mindset coaching tools and neuroscience-based techniques into their practice and grow and scale a coaching business they love. Each week I'll be sharing easy-to-implement tips, case studies and business strategies that you can use right away to transform your own mindset and the mindset of those you coach. I'm your host, Lara Young, founder of the Mindset Coach Academy, author of 52 Adventures to Change Your Life, award-winning business owner, coach and coach trainer. Tune into this podcast each Friday, free on all the podcasting apps, and click to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And remember, mindset is everything. Hello and welcome. What is your coaching success blueprint? This week, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the key elements that we do include when we start to explore what is it about your coaching business that you need to do, be, or have in order for it to be successful. Now, successful, of course, is successful in terms of your definition of success. Success can be measured in many ways. It can be measured via metrics such as client numbers. It can be measured via metrics such as your financial results, your profitability in your coaching practice. It can be measured by factors of how well known you are, how well recognized you are, and how well regarded you are. How credible are you in the industry? Now, success, of course, is a subjective term. And so what we really want to do is to create that vision, that version of what success means to us in terms of our coaching practice. And, you know, as coaches, what we often do with our clients is help them to create their vision and their version of success and to really identify those key elements that will make success inevitable, you know, make the process of achieving those goals and getting those results inevitable in whatever area that you're coaching them in. So one of the things that I've been working with over a number of years now is the Coaching Success Blueprint. Now, this is something that I developed because it is, I think, essential that coaches, no matter whether you're a new coach, brand new to coaching, or whether you're a very experienced coach, have these 5 key ingredients in your coaching practice and that you focus on these 5 key things in order to really help you to lead to getting the results that you want to achieve, okay? And that's both for yourself, your business, and also for your clients. And it's not one of those things where I'm going to give you a formula or a framework. This is something that we create together. It's something that you are responsible and accountable for developing within some of the kind of guidelines that I know really work very well. So every time we create a coaching success blueprint, it's really specific to the individual coach or therapist that we're working with. And in fact, you'll see on the Mindset Coach Academy website, we do have a quiz which is all about your coaching success blueprint. If you would like to head on over there, we'll put the link down below where you can actually take that quiz. And the result of that is that you're going to get an idea of where next to focus on your coaching business, like what needs your time and attention right now. Not only that, you're going to also get a series of done-for-you resources and templates that are going to help you to move the needle wherever your results land. Okay, so they're designed specifically for you in terms of your stage of business and what it is that you're really focusing on now in your coaching practice. So do take the quiz. Now, the quiz is called Coaching Success Blueprint. We also have a live training series called the Coaching Success Blueprint, and that is happening in a couple of weeks' time around the 13th of February. So that is 2023. If you're listening to this podcast episode after that date, then please do get in touch because we can give you some resources to help you. We can give you some video replays. But if you are listening before then, join us. The link to join us for creating your coaching success blueprint is below. Before that, though, I want to just dive in and share with you some of the things that I know make a significant difference when you are shaping out your coaching business, when you're building out your practice, when you're growing and you're scaling. And one of the most important things is that you actually take the time to create a vision for your coaching practice. Now, as coaches, often we have the saying, the shoemaker's children are never shod, which means that while we may advocate and recommend to our clients that they have a vision for whatever it is that they desire, oftentimes we neglect to do that for ourselves. So the very first thing that I'd like you to do is to actually think about, why are you a coach? Or if you're not yet a coach and you're thinking about becoming a coach, why do you want to be a coach? And what impact do you want to have on your clients and the world? Now, the 7 levels deep exercise is a very powerful one for this. So you ask yourself, why do I want to be a coach? And you take the answer to that question and you ask yourself, why do I want to? And then insert the answer to that question and then ask that of yourself. Okay. So, for example, the question is, why do you want to become a coach? And the answer may be, because I want to have a positive impact on my niche. And then the next question would be, well, why do you want to have a positive impact on your niche? I'm using the word your niche. It would be, you describe the sort of clients that you're working with. And you keep going. And as the name suggests, you go 7 times and ask yourself that why. So every time you have a response to a question, you use that response then as the foundation of the next why question. The next thing I want you to ask yourself is, what will having a successful coaching business do for me? And if you've got a family, what will having a successful coaching business do for my family? And think about, what is your legacy? What is your legacy that you're going to leave behind, that you're going to create? What is it that you want to actually be remembered for or be known for? The next thing to think about really is, what skills you actually have at the moment in terms of your coaching practice. And I think often as coaches, we can sometimes maybe neglect a little bit our personal and professional development. For some of us, we do a lot of it. I know I certainly do. It's ongoing. I'm a lifelong learner and will always be. And I learn even when I'm teaching and training my clients and students in the Mindset Coach certification and the Mindset Dimensions practitioner program. I learn something new. Every session that I'm training, I learn something new. I discover something new. Whether that's about a process, whether that's about one of my students, whether that's about me and my thinking and my application of coaching tools, I'm always learning. And I'm pretty sure that if you're listening to this and you're a coach or a therapist, that you are too, right? You're always learning. And so as we're learning, as we're working with our clients, we want to be always thinking about, well, what skills do I need next? What skills or knowledge do I need to acquire that will really elevate my coaching ability, that will really enhance the way that I work with clients? Maybe that will help me to work at a more deep level with my clients. I know certainly a number of the people who are existing 6-figure coaches who've done the Mindset Coaching certification very much were about adding that layer of mindset and mindset coaching tools to their practice, because they recognize that mindset's everything. Mindset is the key that unlocks success in clients, because you can only go so far without transforming thinking, beliefs, values, emotional responses and reactions, behaviors and habits, attitudes, history, all of those things that we know that make up mindset. So have a think about, how are you going? What's your vision in terms of your personal and professional development? Now, as we continue in being lifelong learners and we continue to really seek out new information, ways to up-level and enhance our coaching practice, we're also leaning into this concept of being credible. People want to work with credible coaches. They want to work with someone that they know, they like, they trust. And how do we build credibility? We're going to talk about a little bit about that in a moment. I think the first question that I want you to think about is, how credible at the moment do you actually feel as a coach in your niche? And how do you know that you're credible? How do you know that when people come across you, whether that's coming across your website or your social content marketing or your social media, how do people actually know that you're credible? How do you communicate your credibility with your clients and prospective clients and within your industry? And this is something that we really want to reflect on. And I do encourage you to come join us in the Coaching Success Blueprint workshop series. We do run these regularly. The next one, as I say, is 13th of February 2023. We kick off with there are 5 workshops in the series over the course of 5 days, because we're going to get into this together. We're going to get into the specifics together. So the next thing about your credibility is thinking about the knowledge, the skills, the talents and qualifications that you have, and how can you demonstrate or use those to demonstrate your credibility with your clients. And often I think we forget about those skills that we have that are maybe coaching adjacent, or maybe on the face of things don't really seem to relate to our credibility or our success in our coaching practice. But actually, everything that you've ever done, everything you've ever learned, every experience that you've ever had has gone into the mix to make you an exceptional coach. And if you're not yet coaching, all of your history, all of your experiences are so valuable resources when it comes to coaching and to building that credibility. You know, what life experiences have you had? What are all the things that you are capable of doing? And even if they're not related, I think it's very worthwhile writing those things down, because it'll give you a bit of a boost in terms of all the things that you can do and that you do have to offer. But also then you can start in your messaging weaving those things in. So I often use phrases like, for example, in my 30 years of coaching, one of the things I've realized is. Now, in that sentence, what I'm letting people know is I've been coaching for 30 years. I've been coaching for a long time. I have got a lot of experience. You might say something like when I was the global head of human resources, and you start a story like that. People then know that you're in a senior role in an organization, and that can lead into the trust factor, right? No one's going to appoint just anyone as the global head of human resources in an organization. So use those things, use that information that you have. It could be sharing some of your life experiences that's going to help you to build credibility as well. And those can become very, very resonant. And again, it's up to you to decide how much of your life experience you are going to share with your listeners, with your audience. That's your choice. And, you know, we use them with integrity. We use them not as a marketing tool, but to show that we resonate with our clients, that we kind of get it. We've been there. So if your niche is struggling entrepreneurs, then you would talk about your entrepreneurial journey and what it was like for you in the trenches in the early days. Or if your niche is single mothers, you would maybe talk about your experience as being a single parent. So that then builds resonance and it builds credibility. Want to learn more about how you can become a certified mindset coach? Head on over to our website, www.mindsetcoachacademy.com/coach certification, and you'll find all the information that you need, along with a button to book a call with me to talk about how you can become the best coach you can be. So the next thing in terms of credibility is really thinking about what are you really good at? What is your zone of genius? What is your absolute passion? What are the things that you do really easily that maybe are a little difficult for other people to do? And sometimes it's hard for us to recognize the things that we do easily because they are easy for us, right? And it's not until someone else points it out that they have difficulty in that area, or they admire us, or they're inspired by us because we are adept at a certain skill, public speaking, cooking, dancing the tango, whatever it is, that we realize that it is something that we are adept at, that we're good at. And so I would very much encourage you to write down all the things that you're passionate about. What is your zone of genius? What are you good at? And you can also take the time to ask others around you these questions as well. You can ask your friends, your family. You can go and ask your clients, your past clients, what am I good at? Ask your peers. And it's incredible, the feedback that you'll get. And you can add those things to your list. The next thing is, being visible. How visible are you in terms of demonstrating your credibility? If people don't know about you and you're not a voice in your niche, then you're not going to be able to attract clients. We have been doing a lot of work in the Mindset Success School. We're on our visibility pillar at the moment in the Success School, and been doing a lot of work around the mindset of visibility and also the tactics of visibility as well. Very important. And I think it's another one of those blocks that comes up for coaches, knowing how to actually get visible, knowing how to find their audience. But also, once you've done that, how do I actually demonstrate my genius? How do I add value? How do I actually contribute to that conversation in my niche? And a lot of it actually in the first instance is about listening and tuning in and noticing and paying attention to what are people actually talking about in your niche? What is important? And you can ask people. You can ask people what are the challenges that they're facing. You can start to look at industry publications and make a habit of reading an article relevant to your industry once a day, 3 times a week, whatever's suitable for you in terms of the time that you have. I think it is really important that we do not only have the knowledge and have the skill, but we're able to articulate that we have it. And we're able to demonstrate that we have it through the work that we're doing, and also through the way we're showing up online, content marketing, etc. So the next thing that is really important when we're thinking about our coaching success blueprint is, how much money do you want to make in your coaching practice? How profitable is your coaching practice? Now, it's interesting because I think for a lot of people, coaching starts off as a hobby. It can start off as a very expensive hobby. But when we build credibility in our coaching practice, we've also got a business that has financial strength. It has profitability in it, okay? We have business acumen. We have business sense. We know how to actually run a business that makes money, that generates an income, that generates money for us to pay ourselves, for us to hire other people, for us to pay for the different softwares that we use as coaches in our businesses. And actually having financial goals and a financial vision is very important when it comes to working out the strategy and the tactics in your business. Because if you don't know what your financial goals are, then it becomes a bit more nebulous and general when it comes to thinking about, what am I going to do with my pricing? What packages am I going to offer? Because the next step, as we start to think about your blueprint, is, what are the packages and services that you're going to sell to achieve the goal? And what are all the possible combinations of services and packages that you can offer and that really speak to your customer's journey? So where is your customer right now and where do they want to be? And what are all the steps that they need to take to get to their desired result, their desired outcome? And start to really look at, where are you in the marketplace? Are you selling a combination of high, medium, and low ticket items? Are you solely focusing on one-to-many? Are you focusing more on one-to-one? Do you have VIP offerings? And this also goes back to reviewing, if you're already in coaching, reviewing what's selling, what's not selling. What do you enjoy delivering? What don't you enjoy delivering? What containers do you most enjoy working in? By containers, I mean, do you love one-to-one? Do you love group work? Do you love VIP or retreat type sessions? And these are questions that I can't answer for you. You need to answer them for yourself. And as I say, that's why I really would encourage you to come along to the Coaching Success Blueprint workshop series. We also need to think about pricing and how you fit in the market. Now, pricing is something that people will often crowdsource. They'll ask everyone, what should I charge for my package? What should I charge for my services? But actually, pricing is a strategic decision in your business. It is something that you need to really look at almost like a helicopter level. You really need to think about, how does this fit in with my vision? How does this fit in with my profit, the profitability of my business? And then be strategic in your pricing. And again, we're going to look at that in more detail. And certainly we go into a whole lot more detail around this in the Mindset Coach certification program. The next thing that you really want to think about in your coaching success blueprint is your coaching toolkit. Now, a lot of people think we have elements in our coaching toolkit that we need to work on at every step of that journey, that coaching service journey. So, have you got tools for onboarding your clients? Tools, for example, like the diagnostic, the Mindset Dimensions report, which gives you all the information about your clients' mindset dimensions. It gives you their self-talk, beliefs about capability, beliefs about themselves, beliefs about their worthiness, helplessness, hopelessness. It gives you information about their emotional frequency, their behavioral preferences across 20 different continuum. It gives you their values across 8 areas of their life. What diagnostics are you using? What goal-setting processes are you using in your business? How are you identifying your clients' conscious and unconscious blocks? And what skills do you have to actually help them to change at the conscious level and the unconscious level, which of course is where we know that permanent change will reside. We can certainly affect short-term change at the conscious level, but the unconscious level is where it all happens, when we change that subconscious programming and embed it at that deep unconscious level with our clients. What tools and techniques do you have to help your clients to shift their energy and their emotions? And how are you installing that change? Do you have the skills to be able to do that? And also then thinking about tasking and accountability. What skills do you have to actually develop and assign tasks that are going to help your clients to move forward in their results, in their milestones that they are achieving? Now, all of those things, of course, are very important. They are included in the Mindset Coach certification program. We teach you all of that. And it's worthwhile thinking about that, because I think that's a great tool for doing a bit of a gap analysis as to the elements that you know that you need more of, the skills that you need more of, the knowledge that you need more of in terms of acquiring that to up-level your coaching skills and to really be the most effective coach that you can be. And the next thing is to really think about, what is your overall goal for your coaching practice? What is the ultimate? Okay, what is the ultimate goal that you have for your coaching practice? And how will you know when you've achieved that goal? What will you be seeing? What will you be hearing? How will you be feeling? And what will you be saying to yourself when you've achieved that goal that you have for your coaching practice? What is your identity as that coach who has that successful coaching practice? What are your beliefs and values? What are your behaviors and habits? What are your skills and capabilities? What's your environment like? And who do you surround yourself with? Do you have access to coaching supervision, to peers who are like-minded, who can support you and help you and be in the trenches with you on this journey? So very worthwhile answering some of those questions or all of those questions for yourself when we start to think about creating that coaching success blueprint. Now, I've just really, opened up the dialogue here for you to start thinking about creating that blueprint for you. And all of you will be at different stages. All of you will have recognized in what I've just said some areas that you know that you can develop and that will help you to really up-level where you're at the moment in terms of your coaching practice. So please do take the time. You can listen back to this episode. You can pause when I ask every question and write down the answers. And of course, please do check out the links below. You can take the quiz. You'll get some recommendations as to where you are in terms of your coaching practice, and you'll get some resources. Okay, importantly, we're giving you resources to use that will help move you forward. And if you are able to, please do join us for our Coaching Success Blueprint series. The link below, there'll be a link below. So just click in and come along and join us. It's all completely complimentary. I just love helping people to get to where they want to be in their coaching practice, because my biggest joy in life, my biggest passion is equipping coaches with the skills that they need to run a thriving coaching practice. More importantly, to actually affect real change with their clients. Because when, as coaches, we help our clients to achieve a transformation, it impacts every single person that they interact with. It affects all areas of their life. It has a positive impact on their relationship with their partner, their relationship with their family, their relationship with their children. And it really is that ripple effect of change. So I look forward to seeing you in next week's episode, and I do look forward to seeing you inside the Coaching Success Blueprint workshop series. Bye for now.
Well, that wraps up this week's episode of the Mindset Coach podcast. Remember to join us next week for another episode, and subscribe on iTunes. Leave us a review if you've loved it. Share it with your friends. And I really look forward to learning how you're implementing the tools and techniques that you're learning here. Mindset is everything.